Such successful strikes against the Merkava in Gaza, though exceptional, nevertheless demonstrated that the legendary tank was not invincible. A chink in Israel's armor had been detected. Hezbollah was quick to pick up on these lessons when Israel invaded Lebanon in the summer of 2006. Like the Palestinians, Hezbollah made it their aim to damage what was still a powerful symbol of Israel's technological might. As in 1982, the Israelis decided to spearhead their incursion into Lebanon with tanks. And as in 1982, the Merkava was the principal instrument through which Israel implemented its version of Blitzkrieg, a lightning war in which the Israeli army sought to win all of its battles quickly, decisively, and with the fewest possible casualties. Israel's major ground assault into Lebanon was launched on two fronts. Neither of them was an obvious choice for tanks.
The terrain in the south is ideal guerrilla country. It is hilly, it is often well covered with trees and undergrowth. It has caves, it has tunnels. It was ideal territory for people who know the ground and understand the area very well, and extremely difficult for an invader who does not know the ground as well.
The Israelis first crossed the border from the Metula settlement and advanced through this valley beneath the village of Al-Khiyam. Hezbollah guerrillas, hiding in the surrounding hills and villages, fired their anti-tank missiles at the Israeli tanks advancing below.
That incursion of tanks reached about 3.5 kilometers before that was halted by missile attack.
Hezbollah was using the latest Metis and Kornet anti-tank missiles. Manufactured in Russia, the missiles had the ability to pierce even the heavy armor of the Merkava. After losing several tanks and sustaining casualties, the Israelis chose to advance via a different route. This second thrust took them through this area, called Wadi al-Ahjar.
It was a little, small wadi, narrow valley, that curved like a snake. The Israeli tanks got trapped in this small wadi, and many were destroyed by Hezbollah. And of course, found it very difficult to bypass or get past either the lead tanks that had been destroyed or some of the rear tanks that had been destroyed. And that left them in a very difficult situation, and they had to retreat.
Back in Israel itself, Israelis were still coming under attack from Hezbollah rockets. After 33 days of war, Israel had failed to achieve its goals of destroying Hezbollah and winning back 2 of its soldiers captured at the very beginning of the latest fighting. Hezbollah claimed victory. Here in Israel, the mood was somber. Serious questions were raised about the level of the army's preparedness and performance. The government set up a commission of inquiry to investigate and draw lessons from Israel's failures in its 2006 war in Lebanon. According to the Israelis, of the 370 Merkava tanks involved in the war, 49 of them had been hit by Hezbollah. God's chariot was not living up to its name or its reputation.